Next topic is D over H times Q. When I was in pharmacy school, I don't remember this formula. So my guess, it's a pharmacy technician who created the formula. Not sure about that, but that's just my guess, okay? Because this can be easily translated to ratio and proportion, okay? Take note, D stands for desired, H stands for have, and Q stands for quantity. This may come out on your final exam. Okay, what is D? What does D mean? Or what does H mean? What does Q mean? Okay, desired over have times quantity. Let's put it in application. Okay, let's do some application of this. Order, take note, by the way, you have 3 pages. First one says single dose, meaning 1 pop. Per dose is the same as single dose. Per administration is the same as single dose. Is that clear? Okay. Second page says single day. Per day. Okay. Last one says total volume. Your total volume, calculated for total volume, means total number or total quantity to be dispensed, which we just did. Okay, so your last page is equivalent to quantity to be dispensed. Is that clear? I don't like using this formula. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Okay? But let's try to use it. Number 1, prescription for amoxicillin, 500 milligrams BID times 10 days. Your supply is amoxicillin, 250 milligrams, 250 milligram capsules. Okay. This problem is trying to tell you the doctor wants 500 milligrams of amoxicillin. However, you only have a 250 milligram capsule. Okay. There are problems wherein the doctor wants this and you have a 250 and a 500. Which one do you give? Okay, you choose. Okay, that's what I was telling you about the select and give. Okay, not going to go over this sequence because it's not going to be part of the finals, but I'll sure to go over it in the next sequences. Okay, amoxicillin 500 milligrams BID for 10 days. The doctor desired for what? 500 milligrams. Okay, but you only have a 250 milligram capsule. The instruction on the first page says calculate for a single dose. Does the BID matter?
No.
Not this time. Does the 10 days matter?
No.
No, because you're only asking what? Single dose. You're only being asked of single dose. So how does that work? The doctor desired for 500 milligrams. What do you have? 250 milligrams. Okay. And what's the quantity for every single dose, per dose? Just 1, right? I have to give 1. Okay? What will be the answer? If we are to follow D over H times Q, the answer is 2. You have to give 2 caps. Okay? Which means you have to give 2 capsules of the 200 milligram capsule. Is that clear? This is for single dose. Okay? Yes, you may use this formula for the single dose of capsules. This can be ratio and proportion. How does that work? Okay. 500 milligrams is to 1 capsule. Clear? As to 250 milligrams is to X caps. Do your cross multiplication. Clear? Okay. I'd like you to go to number 5. Same page. This is when I don't like using the D over H times Q. You know why? Because your supply is in liquid form. Okay? The numbers have to talk to you. I always say that. The numbers have to talk to you. Oh, Miss Elsha's crazy. Yes, they do talk. Okay? So Lasix is your prescription. Generic what? Oh. Furosemide, correct. QD. milligrams per ml. What did the doctor desire for the patient? 60 milligrams. But what do you have? 10 milligrams per ml. That's why I don't like using this formula once we get to the liquid form, because it doesn't make sense. You see what I'm talking about? I'd like to use ratio and proportion once you get to the liquid form, figuring out how much to give to the patient. Okay, single dose. Does this matter?
No.
No. Does this matter? No. Okay. Let's do ratio and proportion when it comes to liquid drugs, liquid form of drugs. And how do we do that? Okay. You already have a given right away. Your supply is in 10 milligrams per ml. 10 milligrams for every ml. If your every ml, if your every milliliters has 10 milligrams of furosemide, how much would it be for 60 milligrams? Let's put it this way. Your supply is this, okay, which is what you have. This is how I'd set it up, and this is your desired. We can still use the formula, but you got to set it up differently. Okay, you got a 10 milligram for every ml, but the doctor doesn't want 10 milligrams. The doctor wants the patient to have 60, which is 6 times. So you expect your answers to be 6 times as well. So what's the answer here?
6 ml.
6 ml. So you have to give the patient what? 6 ml. Is that clear? I want to be more specific per dose so you're not confused. Because it will be different once we move on. Per day. Total volume. Okay. Here's my tip. Again, always read the instructions carefully. Sometimes the finals will tell you calculate for single dose, or calculate per administration, or per dose. Those are all one and the same. Or it will tell you calculate for a single day supply. Okay? Then it will change. Let's do a practice for single day. Your amoxicillin, which was my original example a while ago. Number 10, single day. So your amoxicillin, 500 milligrams BID times 10 days. Your supply is amoxicillin, 250 milligram capsules. How much do you have to give to the patient? This one is single day. Does the BID matter this time?
Yeah.
Yes. Does the 10 days matter this time? No. Okay? The BID, TID, QID, QOD, QD, all of those matter once we talk about single day. BID means twice a day, bis in dia in Latin, or by. Okay? So times 2. You can do the desired over half times quantity, but do not forget to multiply it by how many do you need to take per day. Is that clear? Okay, so how do we do this? Or you can go straight right away. You need 1,000 milligrams, right? Okay, but you only have 250. The doctor desired 1,000, but you only have 250 milligrams available. The quantity, that's your one, because that's per dose. You can do it this way. Or you can do ratio proportion. Or what else can you do? Go back to our first problem. Remember a while ago on the single dose? Desire 500 milligrams over 250 milligrams times 1. What was our answer here? 2 caps, right? On the first part, do not forget, since it's per day times 2, have to do give 4 caps. What does that mean? You have to give the patient 4 capsules per day. This says BID. Is that clear? Last one. Calculate for total volume. Amoxicillin, 500 milligrams. This changes. To a TID times 10 days. Does this matter for total volume or total quantity to be dispensed? Yes. Does this matter?
Yes.
Yes. So what you can do, you can multiply everything because that's what you need, total volume, divided by 250. It's one way to do it. So 500, what's TID? 3 in día in Latin, or tres in Spanish, times 10. So 500 times 3 times 10, right? Divided by your 250.
So 1500 divided by 250.
1500, no,
15,000.
divided by 250 would be
60.
how much?
60.
60 caps. I'm banking on you guys. So 500 times 3 is 1500, times 10 is 15,000, divided by 250 is
60.
60 caps. Quantity to be dispensed. Okay? Is that clear? Okay. Come to think of it this way. 500 milligrams, you need to give 3 per day, times 10. Supposedly that's 30, right? But the only available is half of that. So you double that up. Okay? Or another way to do it is, you do your initial desired over half, okay? And then you multiply it by this, and then you multiply it by this. Okay? You can do your first step for single dose, then multiply your per day, and then multiply your total volume. Again, the key is read the instruction carefully. You may be asked of single dose, you may be asked of single day, or you may be asked of quantity to be dispensed or total volume. Okay? Here in your packet, it's grouped, but it may not be grouped on the test. Is that clear? Okay, work on your in class, and then I'll come back, go over it.